Hey, welcome everyone. Tech for Senior Live. That music really woke me up, Hewie. I was just
it always does. That and a cup of coffee will do you wonders.
Yeah,
I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah. Did you turn your hearing aids off?
It's nothing to do with my hearing aids. It has to do with Windows 11 and StreamYard.
Yes.
They don't like each other.
Ah. All right, listen, welcome everyone to Tech for Senior Live. We're going to have a great show today. We've got lots of interesting things to talk about. Again, thank you for being here. This is, of course, being broadcast on StreamYard, and it is being broadcast to Facebook and to YouTube. It's not a Zoom meeting, so all those people who have signed into their Zoom account and for our Monday show, get out of there. It's not on. It's over on Facebook or YouTube. And if you don't know how to get there, just go to www.techforsenior.com, and we will get. And there's a great big button on that page, and it says "Go to the meeting," and you just click that, and you'll come right over to the. To either one of those services and be able to watch the show. So we have a big show for you today. If you could put in the chat your name and where you're from, that's great. We like to hear from you. And just remind everybody, this is your show. We are here today to answer questions as well. We're going to go over, of course, our usual news articles and stuff like that. But Bob, Hewie, and I are anxious to answer any questions that you may have. So if you could put in the question and answer, just put in the comments where you're from, that would be great. Yes, Liz is from Milford, Ohio. Great, thanks, Liz. We will have now the giveaway today. The giveaway today will be hashtag Flip3, and we're going to be talking about that in a few minutes. We'll talk about what the Flip3 is, but the hashtag will be all lower cases Flip3. Put that in the comments, and you'll be entered for a draw, which we will be doing at about 1:45. So the hashtag is Flip3. Well, let's leave that on for a couple of minutes while we're working on this. So let me introduce everybody, although I really don't think we need to introduce my partners here. Of course, Hewie Popluck, who is, of course, my co-host on the Monday show. We have a good time on Monday. But Hewie, you've been busy. You had a busy day yesterday, didn't you? What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I attended a Mac and iOS user group meeting from Naples, Florida, but they had 149 people on there, and it was well organized, was very well done. I have posted on Facebook and I guess on Facebook and in a couple of different places a link to watch the video, and it's well worth the time. There's a lot of good information. They do a Q&A, but the questions people send in advance, so they do some research on it, have the answers already up in slides, and it just very well run, very well done. And they have a very active group and so on. And then last night was the Sarasota Technology User Group, or STUG. Mm-hmm. We had our meeting, and we had a speaker from the Erie, Pennsylvania group, talk about beginning genealogy research. and
Oh
she did a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
really nice job. We had a good crowd for that, and it was an interesting day. And
Hmm.
as far as the Stug meeting goes, I do an intro and all of the events coming up for the month for the group and so on. So I'm involved in it, although it wasn't my presentation. I still did the some of the introduction for the meeting. So it was a busy day, and I'm trying not to do as much as I was for a while, and
All
it
right,
doesn't
yeah,
work. It doesn't
yeah, yeah,
work.
yeah. I know how that feels.
Doing
Bob
that,
and Bob,
doing
how are
that,
you?
Huey, you got a chance to get some plugs in for both Tech for Seniors and also Tech for Seniors Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob, how the heck are you doing? You're hey, I heard there's we got a final Windows 11 release date, eh?
Yes, October 5th is the official release date.
Right.
That means
It.
it's really close to being done.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is done. It is done.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Yes. So Joel's here. Joel Sandberg from Lake Worth, Florida. We have Sally's here from, of course, Kirkland. What was on about Costco? Kirkland, something about Costco this week. I can't remember what the article was, but anyway, Jim from Venice, Florida. How far is Venice from you, Huey?
Just south of Sarasota. It's
Uh,
Sarasota County.
hmm.
It's the
And
Sarasota area, just like I am.
just like yeah. So Dorothy from Victoria, Vancouver Island, right? Thanks for coming, Dorothy. It is a drop down dead gorgeous day here. I hope the weather's nice in Victoria for you, but it's sunny and we're getting rain. Rain is coming, thank heavens. And on Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to rain. And this, of course, is a long weekend, but who cares? Because when you're retired, every day is a long weekend, right? Michael Daniels. Yes, Michael Daniels is here. And he says Bob's sound is very low. And Bob, is there any? Can you put your mic a little closer to your mouth? Maybe we.
I'm already eating it. I just have to talk louder.
Okay, we're having some audio problems with Bob, and for those of you who don't know, I did the Michael Daniels show yesterday, and we did have a lot of fun. It was we talked. Of course, I was the speaker, and we talked on the new Galaxy 4 watch from the medical perspective. I talked as a doctor, talking about what I think about 5 medical aspects of the Galaxy 4 watch, and it was a lot of fun. We really had a good time, and I think there's some very valuable. If you are considering a watch, I want you to think about that. Although I'm going to tell you, there's something new that came up last night, and I'm going to tell you there could be an Achilles tendon in this watch. So we're going to talk about that today. So just think a bit about that. Michael says, very informative show. It was so great. Thank you for doing that. Yes, thanks, Michael. And of course, Michael, thank you. Thank you so much for being a guest on the team. Thanks for your donation, Michael. Thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun, and I do hope to come back and do another show with you. We really did have a lot of fun with that show. I have I have posted that in the link and we'll on our Facebook page, so you can go and you can watch it. It's a lot of fun. Let's just see who else. Bill H is here. Hi from Oregon. Pat's here. Yeah, so Pat, Louisiana, no electricity. How the heck are you on? Like, how are you getting on with this? Without power, power needs to be. But I hope you're okay, and I hope I know this was a nasty storm, so I hope everyone's going to be fine. From Pikeville, Kentucky, sunny and dry. Sounds like utopia. Sunny and dry. There you go. And Irving's from Ottawa, Canada. Autumn day to day. Yes, the other thing that was really interesting is it's getting cold at night now. It's really starting to get fall weather. The trees are starting to drop their leaves. Another year has gone by. I wish it would slow down, eh, Hewie? Are you finding that the years are going by faster?
Yes, absolutely. I just it was the 1st of September. What
I
happened
know.
to August? It just
I know.
and it was gone.
Yeah. Do you realize it was 76 episodes a day? We
Yeah.
76 episodes that we started Tech for Senior. I mean, good heavens.
Why don't you go ahead and turn the Crawley off for a while?
Yeah, we should probably do that. Banners, we'll turn this off. Let's have a look here. Where are we here? I want to try and get everybody's. Is this Jim?
That's Jim. That's got
Jim Glass.
Jim.
What's with the dragon thing with Jim? Is he?
I
Well,
think
hello,
he's
Jim.
I think he's dragging his computer around.
Yeah, is this what the 8th one or 9th one he's got? At least he's got it working,
he said, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk to him about that. Ron, did you see any comment? Did you see any of the comments on Michael's show? Yeah, that's interesting because, of course, I said to Michael before we started the show, I said, look, I got to get through my presentation. If we talk about all the comments, I'll never get through. And I wanted to get those 5 comments done. And so I really charged through it, right? So I was focusing on what I was doing. I wasn't looking at all the comments. So yes, I'm sorry about that. Mike's on, popping in and out today. I'll catch up with the playback flip 3.
Here's what I found.
Michael Swift from Victoria. All right. So yes, I think we got all the comments done there. Bob, we can't
Not hearing you.
We can't hear you at all. It's this is not good. So we'll have to work on that. Whatever it was, the last was better. Let's all right. Let's see where we go here. Do you want to do some? What do we got? We're at 9:12. Do you want to do some work? Do you want to do some articles, Huey?
Yeah, there was one more comment, and I just am looking to see right after the one you were on.
Is there one? Oh, okay. Joel said, "Oh yeah, right." Joel said, "I saw an article saying that hovering over an email source address may no longer be complete, and it may be trying to get personal info. Any more info or guidance on that?" Don't have.
I saw something about it, but I didn't. I really didn't read it through and didn't quite understand what was going on. But usually, when you hold your mouse over, it would give you an address, the full address where it was going to go, and it would give you a hint, an idea that it was taking you to the wrong place. And I think there were some changes in that, and it was not as good. So
let's see if Bob gets his.
Any difference now?
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome
and
back.
loud too. Good.
Welcome back. Did you have anything to say on this, Bob? Joel says, saw an article saying that hovering over an email address may no longer be complete and may be trying to get personal info. Any more info or guidance? You know anything about that?
No, haven't read anything on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hovering over it is just the exact opposite. It's something we've been recommending right along because it's the way to actually see where that link takes you.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but there was something in the news about it. There's a change of some sort, and I'll have to see if I can dig up that article too and share it with you, Bob.
All right, let's do some work. Let me share my screen, and we'll see where we go, and we'll talk about some articles. The first one, Bob. I always think it's funny because we're all posting articles. See which is the last one we post, so it'll be the first one we talk about, right? So
Yeah.
Bob's got this one. He talks about FTC issues ban over stalkerware company, the first meaningful ban against a company that made its money from spying on others. So, Bob, is this a breakthrough?
Yeah, this is a first that the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, has actually stepped in and has totally destroyed that company that was doing. And this is one of those things where if you have a partner who wants all your information and is spying on you and all of this stuff, it has to do with abuse and all other kinds of things. And this particular company, they even gave you instructions of how you can install this stalkerware on your partner's accounts or devices without them even knowing about it. So, and they are now really cracking down on it. Hopefully, this is the first of many, because unfortunately, there are quite a few stalkerware applications out there.
Right. Yes, that's a good thing then. That's great. Now, for those of you who are wondering what we're doing, we are actually looking at our Facebook page. And if you want to look at the articles and follow along with us, just go over to Tech for Senior on Facebook, and these are all the articles that Bob, Hewie, and I post every day. We post the latest, and you're going to see some articles today that just came on. Hewie, I think it was Hewie's posted some there's a real interesting one coming up that just got posted. So we have the latest news. We broke the Windows 11 story. The latest stuff comes on our page. So you want to keep up to date with that. Coming down, this is
just before you go to that. Yeah, just before you go to that, Joel put, Hewie, can you point toward a link for the meeting you attended yesterday and suggested we listen to? If you go to our Facebook page, I do have, and we'll get to it, you'll be able to see where that link is, and you can go watch that video.
Okay.
All right.
So here's the breaking news. I didn't know this. Hewie posted this morning. Did this just come out this morning?
Yep, so I just got an email from them and then posted that. It was directly from an email from them. It was before the newscasts started.
There were actually
about it.
there were a couple of things, because the original one said that the judgment went against them. Then there was another one that said, okay, we will no longer interrupt your shows with a request for donations. And then this one that Hewie posted, that was the latest, and that's, I guess, the final.
Yep. Unless there's a change and the lawyers get a breakthrough and get a change in the ruling, they're pretty much gone.
Now, for those of you who don't know, we covered this a lot, and Dewey Poos, who was in our does our Monday show, he's a sort of an expert in this area. He did a really good talk on Lowcast, and it's a great service. So, do you think it's done for good, or do you think this is a temporary?
There's a good possibility. They've been fighting it, and so Lowcast has been trying to come up with ways around whatever the rulings have been. What they're doing is they're taking all of the over-the-air broadcasts in an area and then streaming them, and
without paying royalties.
Right? They're not paying any royalties, and the stations are very much objecting. But they're getting viewers and so on, but they're not getting paid for it, and that's what they're objecting to.
Well,
and they did it as they set up as a nonprofit organization. They're asking for donations. They're not charging for it. All the things to try to get around any kind of ruling has been against them. But this last one came down yesterday saying that they can't interrupt. They can't be asking for donations.
Well, they had actually changed their format, and they said, okay, we're no longer interrupting the show to ask for donations. We'll simply request a donation via email or whatever, but there will no longer be any interruptions to ask for a donation. Apparently that wasn't good enough, because the latest thing is what you had posted, Hewie, and that says we're out, we're finished. I don't know if the attorneys are still fighting it. We'll see. But technically, they're trying to skirt past what all the others have to do, and that's to pay the royalties.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. That's us. Yes. So I posted this morning. So I get up for a pee last night around 3 in the morning, and I look at my Fitbit, not my Fitbit, my Galaxy 4 watch, and it's not working, and it's sort of in a generic mode. And I thought, oh, what's going on here? It doesn't have the usual watch face up, and I thought, well, I just put it by the bed, and I said I'll deal with it in the morning. And what happened was it ran out of juice. It ran out of batteries, And so I thought, oh, this isn't good. Now, I honestly, I do not remember when I charged. I thought I charged it yesterday sometime, and whether it was 100% charge or not. But here's the deal. This was an article that came out, and it said, Samsung Watch 4 and Galaxy Watch Classic receive new features in the latest as owners complain about the battery, all right? Now, this only was released about a week ago. So let me tell you this: if this watch won't last 24 hours without a battery charge, there's going to be big problems with it. So I don't know. I asked Dewey has one as well. I asked him to do some testing. I'm charging it up now, and I'm going to start my test right at 10 in the morning, and I'll see how it goes and really pay attention to the battery life. But the Fitbit Sense, the battery's great. It lasts for 5-6 days. I charge it in the morning, and I'd only need about 30% charge, right? It's 70% left. There's lots of power in it. Whereas this, the Galaxy 4 watch is really a big problem, and people are going to have to charge it twice a day. It's going back to Best Buy. That's a non-starter, right? So you'll have to watch that.
I have a question for you. Does your Fitbit also do phone calls and all of that other stuff?
It receives a call, but you can't phone with it.
Okay.
So you can.
Whereas with your watch, you can.
The Galaxy Watch 4, you can do it both ways.
Right.
But the Fitbit Sense only you can receive a call, but you can't send a call.
And that requires extra battery, so it's the battery problem like it is with lots of things.
Yeah, and it may be that the Galaxy Watch is just doing more things, and it's more, it's using up more battery. But the point is, when you design a watch, you got to have a watch that at least lasts 24 hours. You can't expect people to charge it twice a day. That's just the non-starter. So, Don't know. I mean, we're on the cutting edge of this. So listen to Tech for Senior, because we're going to. Dewey's going to be doing lots of stuff, and I'm going to be doing lots of stuff on it. So if you're interested in this, and for sure, watch the Michael Daniels show. I put the link on our Facebook page. You'll see it coming up here, because I talk about a lot of cool stuff about that.
Olive asked, how does a watch charge?
It's a wireless charger.
Wireless.
Just wireless. It goes on just on a charging stand that you get with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as the Fitbit. You just stick it on top of the little wireless charging.
Any idea how long it takes to charge?
The Fitbit Sense takes maybe 20 minutes. I don't have a good. The Galaxy 4, since I put it on the charge this morning, it's empty, so it's got a full charge. Maybe it's going to take an hour, maybe, and I'm not sure. It's not. I don't think it's charging quite as fast as. But then there's more. I was charging it from 0 to 100%, right? So it's going to take a little longer. This is an interesting article. I guess you saw this, that Google is now going to make their own chips for Chromebooks. So this is coming in probably 2023. When you purchase Chromebooks, they will all have chips made by Google, probably based on the ARM chip. And this is, of course, Apple has had very successful times making their M1 chip for their computers as well. So we're going to see this happening in 2023. As
in 2023 sounds like a long way away, but it's only a year and a few months, and that's it.
Right. Yeah. So they're working on it. Just if you don't know, Hewie and I do Learning Chromebook once a month. We do a 1-hour seminar on Chromebooks. We've been doing it now for a year, right?
Yep.
A year. And so we've got 12 episodes online, and we have a lot of fun doing it. We actually put a lot of work into it. This is one of the toughest shows we do. It requires a lot of work, but we have a lot of good information on there, eh, Hewie?
Yes, I think so, and people seem to enjoy it and get a lot out of it. So.
Yeah. So if you go to our WW Tech for Senior to our webpage, you can enroll and enlist. It's free. We do it for free. So if you want to come and have a look at that, just sign up and we'll be doing it. We do it once a month. This was. Go ahead.
Question is, will that ARM processor be just as powerful as the one that Apple designed? That's where the question will come.
Yeah, that's the. But you know, I got a feeling that Google's a smart company and they've got smart people working there. So we'll see. So Hewie, did you see this? This was I put this on there. This was really cool. You can watch the video of the SpaceX Falcon booster land on the floating platform out in the sea at night. And so if you want to, that was cool. Anything new coming on with Starlink? Are you going to do a Starlink report on this coming?
Actually,
Monday?
they haven't done much. They're waiting, but it looks like they're not going to be using the Falcon 9 for the next liftoff. It's going to be their I can't remember what it's called, a Starship, where they're going to be able to put up 400 satellites at a time instead of 60.
Wow. Yeah, and the other thing, there was a smaller company that tried to do some launches, do a test launch this week, and it was a failure. But they were talking about the fact that these rockets now with SpaceX are so big that when they do go up, they're probably going to be launching multiple people. You know, there are multiple payloads for different companies. So the smaller companies will do more unique boutique sort of things. But SpaceX is probably going to have regular scheduled flights launching for all sorts of different companies.
Yeah, they do now. They call them. I think they're Ride Along. I think it's called Ride Along or something. They do the Starlink and other things.
Yeah.
Or they just do some of the other things.
Right.
Just by themselves and no Starlink.
So I had to put this up. Now, one of the interesting things about the United States is that 48% of all cell phones sold in the United States are iPhones, right? Now, that's unique because if you look around the world where the phones are sold, in a lot of other countries, it's 23%. So it is what it is. And so there's a great number of iPhones. So when Hugh and I and Bob are talking to a group of people, we have to sort of assume that half the people there have iPhones because that's basically what it is. There's a lot of people. So they asked all Android users with the iPhone 13 coming out, would they be interested? And 82% no, they wanted to stay with Android. And I thought, well, that's sort of cool. Isn't that interesting?
To be fair on that, if you would have asked iPhone owners if they'd be interested in the new Android coming out, I bet you 99% would have said, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
So we have right and we have left, right? So that's, and it's pretty well split down the line.
I did hear this morning that the next iPhone that's going to be coming out is going to probably be delayed by a few months because they can't get the chips.
Yeah, I saw that. That was just reported. Yeah, so.
And I don't know. Well, you may get to the article. I am not sure about the fact that the offshore shipments have been terrible. They're stuck out in the. They can't unload them. They don't have the people, and the ships are sick, so they won't let them dock to unload, and it's a mess.
Yeah, that is for sure. Olive says, does the watch need to be in the cradle to charge, or could it be charged from the pad like a mouse? Not sure what would be. No, it has to be you. It has
cradle.
To be, it has to be in the cradle and charged. And I don't know if there's any third party ones that make them, but it comes with the phone, and it needs to be in the cradle.
I wonder if my cradle from the phone that I have, which is 2 generations older, would also work for this one.
No idea. Oh, here's the link to the show yesterday. So if you want to watch the show, the Michael Daniels show, this is the link, and we really did have a lot of fun. So it's a fun show to watch. So this is interesting. Okay, this is why I put the hashtag. Let's just go back and review the hashtag today for the giveaway is a hashtag flip3. So I am really keen on this flip 3. Now I told everyone, and I still think I'm going to buy a Pixel 6. I have Pixel 3, so I'm going to upgrade to the Pixel 6. A lot of people are waiting for the Pixel 6 to come out. However, I was at the store the other day, and I looked at the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which has just come out, and this is, of course, a folding screen. Now, this is sold out in 130 countries. It is enormously popular. It is like the next thing since sliced bread. You know, it's getting that popular. So this was an interesting article. So here's what this guy did. Of course, you're all wondering, does the screen that's foldable, will it last? So this fella, what he did is he has a 3D printer. So what he did is he modified the 3D printer, and he put the stylus, because it comes with a stylus, and so that you can run the stylus over. It's a touch screen. And what he did was he connected the stylus to his 3D printer, and he made a little program that makes the stylus go around in a circle and in different patterns. And so what he did is he laid the Flip 3 out, and he put it on his printer, and he's got the stylus on there, and he's got the thing moving at this particular pattern, and it 24/7, right? And he's going to publish the results each day and see if it scratches, see how the screen holds up, and all that sort of stuff, right? So it's going to and he's not going to, and so each day he's publishing some results. Good way to get your YouTube channel growing, eh? so he's going to do, so he isn't, you don't know the results yet, but it's an interesting article to watch and see how the durability of this screen is going to go. But I really like that Flip 3. Now, I haven't decided yet where I'm going to go Flip 3, or I'm pretty sure it's still going to be Google 6 or Pixel 6, but I'm looking at this Flip 3. It's a very interesting phone. So before you drop $1,000 on a new phone, be sure and look at this Flip 3. It's very interesting. All right. Apple eases store rules to allow outside links to paid subscriptions. Yes, it was really interesting. I thought the big lawsuit from I can't remember who it was exposed the amount of money and the restrictions made on the Apple Store, but also the Google Store, Play Store as well. The amount of money that's made on these and the amount of profits that they take from the developers is sort of interesting, right?
South Korea was a big leader in this movement.
Right. Hewie. Stug presentation. Is that your meeting?
That was a meeting about how to get started with family history, and there's a link. It'll take you to the video.
Right. So this is on our Facebook page. So if you want to watch the show, then you just go to our Facebook page and click this link.
And that's Ann Ross, the president of STUG, the Sarasota Technology User Group.
She's very good. I like her. She, I've talked to the group a few times, and she's very articulate.
Yeah, she's very good.
She's very good.
Okay, here is the article that who was it asked how to get to the meeting I went to yesterday, and there's a link in this article. If you if you click on the See More, it'll show there's a link there to the meeting. Yep, there it is. The YouTube of the meeting.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. Excellent. So we can watch that. Bob, food delivery apps are tracking you. Well, of course they're tracking you. They want to find out where the heck you live. So what's wrong with tracking? What's wrong with tracking?
But they track a lot more than just where you live, what restaurant you use, what foods you like. You'd be surprised just exactly how much information they gather and who they share it with. And that's what this is all about. And you have to make a decision. Is the convenience of using one of them worth all the extra stuff that you reveal, or should you just call the restaurant yourself and order it?
Or how about the little rewards cards that you get? I know there's the Winn-Dixie chain. You either use the card or you type in your phone number, and you get their specials. You have to have one of these reward cards in order to take advantage of all of their specials. Well, you know what? Everything you purchase in the grocery store, they got a record of, and they keep track of it. Every once in a while, if you go online and you say, and you're looking at stuff, it'll say, "Well, do you want to reorder this that you bought last week, or 2 months ago, or 3 months ago?" Everything you buy, they got a record of.
Almost like Amazon.
That's right. It is. Amazon is so good at that. One of the big when I look at Walmart's website and I look at Amazon, I go over to Walmart occasionally and I look, and it's such a pain because I have to try and figure out what I want. When I go to Amazon's site every day, I look at, and it tells me what I want. It knows exactly what I want. So that's great. It is really good. I don't have to go and search a bunch of stuff.
Well, the Walmart app, I just mark with a heart, what my favorites. And so I can go back and I can look at what I ordered last week and 2 weeks ago and 2 months ago when I did the ordering, because I do the ordering and then go pick up and they bring it out to the car a lot. I do that a lot. Yeah. And they keep track of all that. They keep track of. So if I can't remember, is it this box that I get of this item, or is it the other box? Well, I can go back. I can look in the app and see what I bought.
And with Grubhub, you also have to be careful, because if you allow sharing of your location, you technically can be traced 24/7 as long as your device is on. If you don't turn it off, or you don't you tell them not interested, then
yeah. Well, it's interesting. I swear that I go to sleep at night and I dream about some article, and Amazon has it in the morning when I check in. Amazon's got it. I don't know how they do it, but I think they're tracking my dreams. But that's just my opinion.
And worse than that is when I'm standing out in front of the house and the truck goes by, they slow down and stop, roll down the window and say, "Are you all right? You haven't ordered anything in a couple of days."
Yeah, exactly. Yes. All right. Bob, this is really, really cool. Oh, before we talk about this Zoom backup, I have to say, Hewie, remember when I talked on our Chromebook, our last Chromebook meeting, and I talked about landscapes and how the one that changes every day. Oh my gosh, are they beautiful? I set it up and it's every morning it's giving me a new landscape on my Chromebook. The only problem is they don't tell you where it is. That's the problem. But wow, are they ever good? Now, Bob, what's these? This is backgrounds with, these are really cool. Where do you get these?
If you happen to be on a TV service that I'm on, once a month they put this out. And each month it changes. And what I do when they change it, I take out my camera and get in front of the big TV and I do a short video. Okay? And they have, you have to be very patient. You have to watch this a couple of times to realize, where do we have something happening? Disco lights, or in this case, or the other one that I have, which is the same scenery, but we have some butterflies flying around. So with a little patience, and they only have to be little short clips. They don't have to be anything long, because as a background, it automatically repeats. So 10 seconds, you can have it on for the whole hour or whatever time you spend using Zoom, if you're using this as a background.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
And this is actually getting my Zoom backgrounds. I've been doing this now for almost a year, and they get quite a bit of viewing.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, good idea. I thought, wow, that's pretty darn cool.
This one here is a night, and the next one, that's a day. Mm-hmm. So you see the difference between the scenery, because it changes.
Oh, I see. And so if they go to your site, they can just use this. They can sort of.
They can go to the YouTube channel and they can download the and then use the video.
Oh. Cool. Well, thanks, Bob, for doing that. That's great. Yeah, that's cool. Now, Ivana says, can Tech for Senior receive Amazon Smile donations? And the answer to that is no, because we're not really anybody.
Mm.
We're just a happy group of people doing this. So we're not a physical entity. We're not a company. We're not an organization. We're just a bunch of retired people doing this, right? You guys,
We're not a nonprofit.
yeah.
And
That's
in
right.
order to get the smiles from Amazon, you have to be a nonprofit organization.
Right. I guess. I mean,
Legally a nonprofit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's just. Yeah.
We're
So
nonprofit.
we're nonprofit. We're not doing anything on this, but we're just having fun. So, thanks, Savannah. I know that.
But you might check if you're a member of a user group, check and see if they're on the list. You can use your computer user group or technology user group. I know Stug in Sarasota is one of the has that ability, but the community I live in, excuse me, here at Eagle Village for the Fraternal Order of Eagles, well, that's who I use for my smile. So everything I purchase, they get a part of a cent of every dollar. Not much, but they get a little bit. So that makes me feel better when I buy a lot of junk.
I put the banner up because we're gonna run this for a few minutes because it's almost time for our draw. So I want to make sure that everybody has put their name in so we can get the draw. We've got 10 entries in now, so there's a very good chance that you're going to win. So hashtag flip3, and we will enter you in the draw. All right, Hewie, this is our two. Matt,
Yeah, one of the fellows from the Stug, the Sarasota Technology Group, has been doing some classes on Macs, and he's done. This is more Mac quick tips. He did one on Mac quick tips, and another one is why he switched to using a Mac. 3 really good presentations, well worth the time to go look at. And if you go to that, you'll be in the YouTube channel for Stug, and you can watch the other ones as well. So if you're a Mac user, there's some really good information there for you. And then the one where he talks about switching, if you're undecided when you are about to buy a new computer, if you're considering a Mac, you might want to take a look at his presentation on that as well.
Okay, good. Well, thanks. That's great. How do you use the Galaxy to measure your body composition? Well, I didn't discuss this on Michael's show, and I haven't really got into this, but there's a new feature on the Galaxy Watch 4 that measures your body composition. I did that on mine. You don't want to know the results, so
this is why your watch ran out of battery.
Yeah,
it was such a mess, such a mess that had to be measured.
It was such a mess that had to be masked.
Exactly. So so anyway, don't go there. However, I did want to tell you something about this article. One of the things is if for seniors, if in purchase considerations of this watch, they do not recommend you running this particular app on the watch if you have a pacemaker. Not that it's going to stop the pacemaker, but it does send an electrical impulse through your body. It's not going to make you twitch or anything, but it does send something in through your body, and it could switch the pacemaker mode. And so this is something that you should be aware about this if you do have a pacemaker and are considering this watch. And that's why I put the article there, not so you two could make fun of me about my body composition, right? So I wanted to talk about that pacemaker issue. All right. What's new in Chrome 93?
That's the browser 93 version.
The browser, yeah.
That's been updated.
Yeah. So I just wanted to. Why did I put that on there? Other than let you know that that Chrome is going to, not Chrome OS, but Chrome is going to update every month now. So that's sort of cool. Otherwise, I don't know why I put that there. Oh yes, and I've made a decision. I'm going to take my drone license. I'm going to take a course this fall, and I'm going to learn how to fly a drone. And DJI is coming out with the Mavic 3, so there's a new drone coming up. So everyone, if you're interested, I'll be talking about that as I go through my exam and my testing and figuring out how to fly a drone. I think it'd be so cool. Anyway, this is coming, so just let you know there's a new one coming out.
And the name Mavic, well, I kept seeing that, and I said, there's something was trying to click in my brain, and it finally came to me. What my first digital camera was a Sony Mavica, and it used to you put a whole floppy disk in the back of it, and it would record the whatever picture you took. It recorded it to a floppy disk.
Right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now because guess what time it is? It's time for our draw. So I'm going to give everyone about 10 seconds to 10 seconds to get their hashtag, get in there. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a draw, and I'm going to tell you all about it now. So let me explain the draw and explain what you're going to win.
This portion of Tech for Seniors Live is sponsored by Avast Software, the makers of the most trusted antivirus in the world. It's also the most used antivirus in the world. This is the part you've all been waiting for. We're going to pick a winner of a 3-month license of Avast Secure Line VPN. Allows you to secure up to 10 devices, available on PC, Mac, Android, iOS, and Android TV. Enjoy your prize. Good luck to all of you.
Hey, there you go. How's that?
All right, that's good.
Isn't that cool? There we go. All right. Now let me just share my screen again. Share the screen. And we will come up here and let's go over to the giveaway tool. And we have 17 people. Let me click the button here. You can, Hewie, can you see this?
No.
Did I not share my screen?
You're sharing it there. No, now you're not.
All right, let me share my screen. And if I click this, oh, I see what I got to, sorry, hold on here. Just a minute here. I've got to go to the StreamYard, to the giveaway tool, and we will pick. What? Now, do you see that?
Nope. You're not sharing anything.
How's that? Yeah,
there it is. There it is. There you
okay,
go.
We got it up. All right, good. Excellent. All right. Sorry about that. All these streams. Okay. We have 17 people. Let's do the draw. It's so cool going through all this. Where will it stop? Olive Cousin. Popular win. Has Olive won before? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
We probably ought to keep track of these.
Yeah. We'll have to do that. That's great. So I think I have. I don't know if I have Olive's email address. Olive, if you could just send an email to admin@techforsenior.com with your email address, then we will send you your prize, and congratulations. Thanks so much.
I think he's up in the Seattle area.
Right. Yeah. So that'll be great. Thanks so much. Hopefully you enjoy that. Excellent. So let's go back over now to our Facebook page. We'll do our Facebook page. Come on, Facebook page. We gotta go back down here.
Now you got to find where we were.
Yeah, I got to come down here to the man. We post a lot of stuff here, you guys. We're on the job. We're working hard.
It's a good place to go and see what's new and what's the latest.
It is indeed.
in technology. It's a good place to go.
Here's where we talked about my body chemistry. Chrome 93, the drones. Yeah. Oh, Best Buy. So Best Buy. So here's the So this is interesting. This is on Best Buy. Best Buy launches new attack on Amazon. So I like Best Buy. If you read the history of the company, they made a big turnaround about 5 or 6 years ago. They are getting into food distribution. They are getting into all sorts of appliance, e-bikes, and all sorts of stuff in direct competition to Amazon. Now, the advantage, one of the advantage, well, of course, the advantage they have is they have all these Best Buy stores. So if they're not busy in the store, they can use them as distribution centers as well. So lots more interesting things to happen about Best Buy, but the profits of the company are great, and so they can compete against Amazon. So I thought it was an interesting article, eh? So we will see how that works out. Alexa says it will now speak louder if it detects a lot of background noise.
Watch how you use that name, sir.
Yes. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. I guess they're all going. It's all going off.
I don't know that.
Yes. So we will. Yeah, that's sort of cool. Google reportedly plans to put its own. Yeah, this is another article on the 2023. Hewie?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Yes, Apple Watch blood pressure measurement not happening with the Series 7. Yes, in September or October, whenever it gets released, it will not have the blood pressure monitoring, but the Galaxy 4 watch does. And in talking to some people yesterday on the Michael Daniels show, it has been approved and works in the Galaxy Watch 3 and also the Active 2. So those are the so there are in the Samsung environment it does work, so that's cool. Bob, you Judge deals a blow. Yeah, this is the low-cast one, eh?
Yeah, that was the first when it first came out.
Right, the low-cast one.
And then they were still hoping that they'd be able to bypass it, but we now know that that's probably not going to happen.
Right. Hewie, gadget delivery taking a long time. Here's why. 44 container ships. What? All my gadgets can't be here. What's going on?
Yeah. The normal is 0 to 1 out in waiting, and there's 44 of them sitting out there. Container ships, full container ships of
Really?
lots of things. And so the price of everything is going up, and the length of time to get it to you, where it used to be usually 24, 25 days, now is up over 75 days, and then it sits out there as well.
Why are we ordering more junk, or is it just slower delivery?
It's a combination. One, we're ordering more. Two is with COVID, there's people on the ships that are getting sick, so they won't let them dock. They're having trouble getting people to unload them on the docks themselves here in the States. So it's just a lot of things, and there's because the ships are they're sending more stuff, so it's taking longer to get them off the ships as well.
Wow. Well, okay.
So anything coming from Asia, expect to wait and wait and wait and wait.
This is Galaxy Watch 4 LTE review, the truth about LTE versus Bluetooth. This is interesting, and you may want to have a look at this if you are considering buying the watch and whether you should get the LTE version. There are some big differences between the two. I'm not going to go into them right now, but the article is there in this.
Yeah,
I think.
But what LTE means is it's you're using a cell tower to get the information as opposed to having to get it directly from your phone. It's coming from the cell tower, so you're not even using your phone.
That's right. Now, the question is, will you need a cell phone at all? And the answer to that question is in Dewey. I think Dewey sent me this article and it's in this video, and it's really, really interesting. And that depends actually on the cell phone providers who will probably be marketing this because it'll be an LTE connection, and it depends on how they set it up. You may or may not need a cell phone. Right now, you need a cell phone to activate it. You need a cell phone to do the activation, but it could be changed so that you actually would not need a cell phone to be paired with the LTE version. So don't know how that. It depends on each country and how it's marketed with the cell phone providers. But the Galaxy 4 watch has an eSIM chip in it, which means the chip is built into the watch, so it doesn't need. It's a software update, and you don't need to put a SIM chip in there. So interesting if you're considering the watch and you're looking at, depending on what service you're looking for, it may be this may be something that you might be interested in. Let's have a look here. There's the date, Bob. Windows October 5th, right?
Yep.
So we will see. Are we going to start seeing stuff pop up on our machines? You should upgrade to Windows 11. Or you think that's going to come? You know, remember we used to got that when Windows 10. We started to see pop-ups coming.
What you will see is a notice that says your computer can't run Windows 11.
Okay.
Because I'm already getting that, even though I'm on a computer that says it can't run Windows 11, that's running Windows 11.
Uh-oh.
And has for several months.
Should we be worried about that?
Well, I don't know, because I did not do anything on this computer to try to force Windows 11 onto that computer. I had resigned myself to the fact this one doesn't have what it takes to run Windows 11, and I was quite happy with being an insider for Windows 10. Then I hadn't used it for about a month because I was working on the Windows 11 computer that was actually ready for Windows 11. And when I did an update on this computer, I expected to be upgraded on Windows 10 to maybe H2. But lo and behold, I got greeted with Windows 11.
Now, in Windows Weekly yesterday, Paul Thurrott was saying that it looks like Microsoft has kind of backed down a little bit on some of the machines that are going to be able to run Windows 11, but because they don't have the right equipment, they're not going to allow. It's not going to be updated. So
well, that's also been backed down.
Yeah.
They now say it will not get feature updates.
Yeah.
It will get security updates, but not feature updates.
Yeah,
So it's still up in the air.
Yeah, they don't know what they're trying to decide on the fly, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Well,
in my video, I had said very simple. I didn't force this thing to go to Windows 11. I didn't bypass anything. I didn't cheat. Yet I wound up with Windows 11, and now you say that you're not going to support those computers that have Windows 11 that you put on it. So you have to make up your mind. Either you don't allow Windows 11 to get to those computers, or if you do, then you have to update them. Because otherwise you're going to have infected computers. Not a good thing for Microsoft.
I got this sickening feeling this won't be resolved before October 5th, and this is going to be a bit of a mess. But anyway, all right. Well, more to come on that. Samsung expands ECG and blood pressure on Galaxy 3-4. Yes. So, the other thing you need to know about the Galaxy 4 watch is that the ECG and the blood pressure app will not work in the United States because it has not been approved yet by the FDA. But it was approved, so all of those will work in Australia, but I expect it to be improved. I don't see any problem with that. It's just when it will happen. So if you are planning on purchasing the watch, just understand that. You may, if you, that's something that you need to think about. Microsoft may withhold security. Yeah, that's just what you talked about, right?
Yep,
Bob?
correct.
That's what you talked about. Galaxy Watch 4 gets official. Oh yeah, this is cool. I said to Dewey, we got to try this. So, so you can with the Galaxy Watch, they've got a walkie-talkie app. So if I want to talk to Hewie and he has a watch, I can just click the walkie-talkie and we can talk back and forth. It works. I guess it links it through the internet, and so we can talk back and forth. I thought that's a sort of
so.
cool.
So it's not just if they're in the neighborhood or local.
No.
It can be anywhere, as long as you both have the same watch.
Yeah. It just works. I thought that's pretty cool. Anyways,
I guess it's something both of you have to have installed and agreed to in order for it to work.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Dewey and I, we both are at Silver Ridge, and
Yeah.
we could we could use, and I thought, well, it's cool, let's try it. So we'll probably try this and set it up, maybe do a show on it coming up.
Well, you could actually do it even though you're not in the same place.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. This was just posted this how to choose the right Chromebook with 5 simple questions. This was an interesting video on that. It's
And
10 o'clock. Sorry.
Yes. By the way, before we go, his videos are just amazing and very well done.
Yep.
Yes. Chrome Unboxed is an excellent service. In fact, I switched from Steve Dotto supporting him on Patreon to supporting Chrome Unboxed on Patreon now. So I have an access to their Discord channel and I can talk to Robbie now. So that's sort of cool. So I'm interested in what they're doing, and they're excellent. So listen, it is top of the hour. We are done, folks. Thank you for coming. I want to thank Bob and Hewie for being here today. We'll be around next Thursday for some more tech articles. But we keep posting them every day, 20, 30, 40 articles a day of the latest in technology. The Lowcast thing, hey, you heard it today first from us, right, guys? We were on top of it. All right. Thank you to thanks for Olive, of course, cousin won the prize today. Enjoy your prize, and we will see everybody in another week. Remember to watch our show on Monday. Olive says in a final passing, will VPN allow the Galaxy Watch to work while waiting for FDA approval? Will VPN allow the Galaxy to work? No, I don't think that's going to work to switch it on a VPN. And I wonder if the walkie-talkie will make much of a delay, or I don't know that. We'll have to try it out. I mean, Dewey, the nice thing about it is Dewey has one and I have one, so we're going to definitely try it. All right, see everyone in another week. Thanks for coming. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.